Okay, we are on. So sorry guys, internet went bad, and we are really trying to resolve it from our end. Please check on the Hangout panel, on the YouTube panel. You'll see the link to this particular call. Please join it as soon as you can. So just a quick of what we've talked about so far. This meeting will be brief. All we want to talk about is how we can plan a memorable Meetup 5.0. And the program's team here has a lot prepared for everyone, so as to make the best out of this program. So in the next few minutes, I'll hand back to Chimdi to quickly take us through what we're going to be talking about during this meeting and the key takeaways and the document that will be shared with us at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Chimdi.
Okay. So do you confirm that they are on the live stream link too?
Yeah, I'm sending the links across right now. We have one viewer right now, so still trying to see how I can get everyone to be on this call.
Okay. How about maybe let's just give just 2 minutes so I can quickly share the link with them. So I think we'll have at least maybe 2 or 3 or 4 viewers before we continue. Just 2 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they are asking, I think they need to notify others of the new link. So let's share the new link with other people and just trust that they join so I can continue. So are you done sharing? Awesome, okay.
Yes.
So another thing we'll try and do, maybe after the call, is to do like a recap of whatever we discussed here, so that you people that are able to maybe join can still maybe read up what we discussed. So I think that will like help us after the call too. Okay, awesome. So let's kick off. So once again, we are so sorry, guys, for the technical challenges that we just had now. And we are back online and we have fixed it. Sorry about that. We really apologize. And then we'll try and make a summary of whatever we'll discuss in the call, so that people that maybe that won't be able to join can still read up the notes after now. So if you're not here, if you're not able to join, we'll still try and summarize everything for you. So moving on, what we really want to discuss is just quite straightforward. One of them is the Meetup 5.0, the plans for Meetup 5.0. Remember, this is the last Meetup for the beginners for this current cohort. So I'm trying to see how we can make it the best possible, the best Meetup possible. So we'll be discussing what we have in mind and what we think will help even you in your regions, and how we want you to drive your meetups yourself, how you want it to be the one that will take charge and make it the very, very best. So first thing we'll talk about today is the Meetup plan, the plans for Meetup 5.0. Another thing we're talking about today is the grand challenge. So we have a grand finale challenge. So it's like a competition that will encourage course completion in the program, and also reward exceptional student learners in the program. I know that you must have or by now you know the active Meetup attendees. You know, guys are doing well in the program at the moment as a Meetup facilitator and organizer. So we try as much as possible to see how we can make sure that those people are well recognized. So that was the second thing. So first thing, Meetup 5.0, the plans. Second is the grand finale challenge that we'll run. And the next one is the next steps. Some people will have finished the program and they'll be asking you, oh, I'm done with the course. What should I do next? Are there plans for the intermediate track? What happens to me after the ALC by the end of the month? So we have like a next steps action items. So that's like the third thing we'll talk about. And another important thing that I want to discuss is also a form that we'll share with the facilitators and the organizers to help us know how things are going in your region, and also see how we can send you some swags that we have for all the volunteers. So you will help us with things like your shipping details, so we can ship some things that we have for you as a facilitator and organizer, and also help us document, oh, what has been going well in my region, how can we improve in the subsequent ALC phases. So things like that. So more like a survey to say, we're more like a feedback form, plus your details, so I can send some swags that we have for you. Well, it can cover the awesome work that you have been doing, but just a way to appreciate your great work so far. And just like Solomon said before now, that we have been seeing like a great traction in the program. The results, the updates, the progress have been fantastic. I only want to say that without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. So we just have some little things to use to thank you for your amazing, your awesome job so far. It's just a token, but I'm sure just a way for us to show that appreciation. And still, and know also that people are watching, people are observing, people are looking at maybe to take you for different opportunities as a facilitator, maybe to hire you somewhere. And if they ask us anything about someone that has been in the program, we can say, oh, this person has been awesome, can reach out to this person for this and for that. So thank you once again for the awesome time that you have sacrificed. And we are sure that it won't be a waste of time at all. So to quickly recap on the major items that we have today, first is the Meetup 5.0 plans. Next is the grand finale challenge that we'll talk about too. The third one is the next steps after ALC, and lastly the forms that we'll share. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much the high level things I want to talk about today. So since you're on mute.
Oh, thank you very much, Aneke. So I've been trying to make sure everyone is back on this call. The initial call has been renamed to the link of the new call. So I hope people can join us in a bit. So in the next few minutes, while we try to see how we can share all we have with you, we'd love to hear from you. What do you think? How do you think we can make the ALC Grand Finale the best meetup so far? You can add your your questions, your recommendations, your suggestions, and everything on the YouTube live chat. I'll pick it up from there and throw to the house here. Also, feel free to ping the Slack channel. I'm also there, so to pick your questions and your suggestions. So just an overview of what we have. We have an idea of running a grand finale event that runs simultaneously across the same time in every region in Nigeria, such that there's a particular point of the program where everyone is able to join live and watch like a central region where we have a few of our stakeholders, meaning we will have some of the organizers from the Andela end, from Google end, and some other people who are really interested in what we are doing to probably give a brief advice, give career tips and all of that to participants in the program. Apart from that, they might also be joining to probably see and evaluate what you are doing in your region and also probably celebrate you in as the case may be. Apart from this, we have two major things we are proposing. Aneke, is it fine if I go ahead to talk about them?
Oh yeah, feel free if you want to. Feel free, yeah.
Okay, so two things we'll be talking about later in the call would be so we're thinking of a grand ALC Grand Finale challenge for all of the participants, so that so as to test so like a test of excellence to see how much they've learned so far, to see if they've been able to get skills that can get them employable. Also to see to reward very, very excellent participants in the program. A major thing or milestone we're hoping to achieve by the competition is to see how many will complete the entire course program earlier than the initially stipulated deadline, usually before the meetup you'll be having. Apart from that, we have several other things we would like you to try out on your own. It's your event. We want you to try as much as you want with it. Organize hackathon. Feel free to request for budget, requesting that you want to host hackathon. We might also be giving a little more support to make the event as awesome as possible. The final meetup also will come with refreshment support and a few other things just to make it as sweet as you might want it to be. So feel free to think around organizing hackathons, requesting for budget to probably give out prizes and all of that. The team here will really be happy to support every meetup in those regards. But in the meantime, while Anike is preparing to come back and talk, give detailed talk on each of the items I just mentioned, feel free to throw your own ideas, suggestions, and what you think would make your own meetups much more awesome on the live chat panel on YouTube. Yeah, so for now, I'll just pass the baton back to Chimdi as he goes through the rest of the content, and by the end of this call, we'll share a central document that speaks more on what we're talking about. So Thank you. Over to you, Anike.
Okay, thanks, Solomon. Just to clarify that even if at the moment, the participants, that the learners, they are not aware of, well, like we're not sent out any updates yet. So we felt it, well, we'll just say, let us discuss with you before we kind of send it out. So we'll kind of all be aligned with one vision, not when we send it out, they will come and be asking you, oh, I just got this email around this. Is that what people are thinking? And it wouldn't be okay to leave you in that kind of maybe confused state. That's why we say, let's discuss with you now and see how we can have the same mind even before we send out the information. So just like Solomon said, so let me quickly maybe give a full context into what we are thinking. So remember, like the essence of the program is at least to get these beginners to a point where they can continue learning on their own. At least give them that basic foundation in Android development that they can go on to learn maybe other courses to advance their career around maybe software development. So one of the key things for us is to make sure that we have a high number of high completion rates in the program. And to help do that, we are thinking also, oh, we have the Meetup 5.0 happening, which is like the grand finale, right? And how can we maybe make it the best? Also integrating this maybe components around maybe competition to make it like like awesome, right? So that's how we came up with the ALC Grand Finale Challenge. And what's it about? So the whole essence is for like us to reward real hard work, right, and excellent students in the program. And what was the challenge is not like something so different from what we have been doing. It's just for them to show that they have completed all the courses, the practice lessons, and the projects. And okay, after they are done checking off, that's completed all these lessons and the projects. So the key thing now is that they'll have to fill a form, and it's that particular form that they will fill that will use to assess if they will get a certificate at the end of the day. So we're going to give them certificates at the end of the program, but it will go to people that finish the courses, that finish the course, right? So the challenge is more around complete all your courses, all the projects, and fill the certification form. So if you fill the certification form, that will enable us assess to see if you really need, if you deserve a certificate at the end of the program. So in the certification form, you will see things like your name, your email address, your region, the team that you are put in the program, and also screenshots to your project 1, project 2, project 3, and screenshots to like the lesson videos. So it's just pretty basic for us to be able to like to say, oh, this guy from this region finished this program, and if we are to reward them, how can we best do that? So that's just the basic that the form will capture, but that's the form that we'll use to certify them. So it's not really like maybe one big certification kind of maybe documents. It's just more around, just like a certification of completion of the course. Oh, we hereby certify that so and so person has gone through the Android Learning Community program suggested by Google, and just something along that line. So that's pretty much what the challenge is all about. So the aim is to what? Make sure that we reward people, to make sure that people complete the courses, and while doing that, we'll reward some of the learners from there. And to give you like maybe the structure on how it's going to go. So the structure is like this. So finish the courses, finish the project, complete the certification form, and what do they stand to gain after doing that? So we'll be giving out to 6 lucky winners. We'll be giving out cool Android smartphone devices to 6 lucky learners, and it will be per region. So we have 6 devices to give out and 1 per region. And how the devices be won? So remember that what to fill the form after finishing their courses, right? So towards the meetup date, or maybe after the meetup, we'll kind of do like a draw where we'll look at the pool of people that have submitted their applications and randomly select one person that will win an Android device per region. So that's for the first thing that is up for grabs. So the second thing, and you all know that we have been encouraging from the beginning of the meetup, is what is for them to learn in groups, right, as a team, or submit their progress on this as a team, right? So, but let me clarify. Submissions will be individual. They don't submit as a group, but you help your teams to yes, you support your teams so that like you have maybe high number of submissions, but submission is individual. It's individual based. So that's the first thing that is up for grabs. That's the 6 cool smart devices, Android devices, and they can use it to maybe test their Android apps, and also to test their works. And another thing that we also reward is the best ALC beginner group. So we want to reward the best ALC beginner group, and it will also be based on it will be based on the region. So we have 6 best teams across Nigeria. So we'll have one from southeast, one from the south, southwest 1, southwest 2, north central region, and the northeastern and encourage them. Oh wow, make sure your team is submits, like, oh, maybe your team submits. And we're also stressing that they shouldn't tell us, oh, there are inactive people in our group. They should be able to push both for the active and inactive learners to complete the course. So how they will do that is left of them, because we have been encouraging them that they should hold themselves accountable, they should drive the committee themselves, and we trust that by now they must have been learning some skills around collaboration, how to support team members, how to communicate effectively. So we encourage them to apply that while they reach out to their teammates. So that's the second thing that is up for grabs. And what do they stand to gain if they are the best ALC group? So an ALC group, so each ALC group, right, they will be the first to know about opportunities that will open to these current ALC beginners from the Andela side. So let's say Andela wants to push out something, just for the people that are in the program, they will be the first to know about it, or they will get like they'll be like in the priority list, like to know about an opportunity that is open for the ALC learners, or people that have graduated from the ALC program. So that's one thing that is one opportunity that's open for the best ALC group. And the second thing that is open for them is also that they will get priority slots into the ALC intermediate phase if they pass the necessary prerequisites for future ALC intermediate phases. So what that thing just means is that the best teams, when we want to announce maybe the next phase for the ALC program, that's the intermediate phase, we'll reach out to them first to tell them, oh guys, because we are part of the best in the last ALC beginner phase, we are reaching out to you because we want you to get into the intermediate phase. And you're the first to know about this thing. And we'll give you priority slots if you pass our necessary prerequisites to get into the intermediate phase. These are the two key things that are open to the best groups. And the third thing that we have is also the best ALC region. So this one is quite interesting. So the best ALC region. So what are you trying to get? We're trying to know the ALC region with highest percentage of submissions. So not just high number of submissions, but percentage of that. So I can be 5 in my region, and if I get 5 of them to submit, that means we have 100. That means 100% of my members submitted, right? So that means that you're leading, right? Compared to someone that is 5,000 in their region and just 100 submit. So try to see how you can get everybody in your region or your teams, your meetups to submit their evidence of course completion, and your region might qualify as the best region in the program. And what would that mean for the region? So there'll be like a public mention on social media that this region, like, were the best ALC region in this particular cohort that we ran. So it's actually quite it might look small, but it's actually quite big to know that, oh, the south they are doing well, the southeast they are doing well. So it's an interesting thing to explore to make sure that your region comes out on top. And another thing that is also that they also get, that's the best region, is that we'll recognize the program assistant and also the facilitators and organizers from that region. So if your region happens to be the best in the program based on percentage of submissions, right? The program assistants, the facilitators and the organizers will recognize them in a way. So that's what is up for grabs for the best ALC region. And the last one also that is very important, or very key, and also the reward will go back to you facilitators and organizers, is that we are looking at a way for us to trend on that Meetup 5.0 day. So is it possible for us to trend as Andela ALC 17 on that very day for Meetup 5.0? So encourage your Meetup attendees. Hi guys, let's make people know what you are doing in our region. So make sure that people are aware of what's happening in your region, in your Meetup, how the 5.0 is going, who is getting the award for the best meetup, maybe attendee, for the most active in the meetup, or for the person that maybe that win the hackathon. So we want like to kind of make noise about this on that day. So if we get the Adela ALC 17 hashtag trend on Twitter that day, that means that there will be special surprise for all the meetup facilitators and organizers. So you see, it's back to you to make sure that we kind of maybe make noise and see that what you are doing, people out there know, and there will be special surprise for you all as the ones that made it happen, as the organizers and facilitators. And also, there will be special surprise for the individuals with the highest Twitter engagement on that day. So let's say an individual, maybe one of your attendees, your meetup attendees, let's say the person has the highest number of engagement on Twitter with the hashtag, there will be a surprise for that single individual. So this is pretty much the plan we have for the grand finale challenge. And the timeline for the challenge will be from today till the Saturday of your meetup. That's Saturday of the meetup. So you can still encourage them to submit even on the meetup day. So that's the time the period is going to kind of to run, and then it's open to all the people that are officially in the program, in the ALC program, and that's just what the grand finale challenge is like. So moving back to the Meetup 5.0 preparations, one thing that we really want to stress, you see that, okay, you must have noticed that the grand finale, it's not really about the meetup, right? But we also want to do something cool for you to own. And what's that? We want you to kind of plan the very best for your meetup. So we'll be supporting you for refreshment, we'll be supporting you for refreshment, yeah, and also for you to get maybe a prize for your hackathon. So we're encouraging you to host a hackathon after the program, during your meetup 5.0. So do a hackathon that is specific to your meetup, and that day maybe can be an hour or 30 minutes for them to maybe to hack something, and you can reward them whatever you want to buy for them or give them that day. Like, let us know. Though there will be like a cap that will kind of maybe extend, and so plan to spend nothing less than 20K for both refreshment and the price that you buy. That's so the cap for adding refreshment, calling any speaker, or getting prizes for the winners that you want to, maybe anything you want to do on that day, getting prizes for them, the cap will be 20K. So whatever you're planning for as your meetup budget, you can add 20K to cover this refreshment and also the price that you want to get for your meetup on that day. Like, make it the very best. Let people know that something happened here. Make it the very, very best. And be sure to celebrate the active ones in your region. So that's one thing that we are thinking. We're thinking for that. Yes, also, another thing that we are trying to do on that 5 point for Meetup 5.0 is to do like a central hangout on air that day. So we'll be having a 30-minute session. So that means that we are going to plan. We're going to plan to run the event like almost at the same time, and then we'll be sharing with everyone after this call the date that we'll want everyone to like to run their meetup. So it can be between. So we'll let you know if it's going to be between 9 to 12, 12 to 3, or 3 to 5 after this call. So in the follow-up email that we'll share with you after the call, we'll have the time that we want everybody to run the meetup. So it will be like the same across different meetups and across different regions. So we'll let you know the time. So the idea for the Hangout on air that will be central is this. So we are trying to bring. So when you are planning your proposal event, so you bring out a 30-minute slot. So in that 30-minute slot, we'll have someone, a guest speaker, maybe from Andela, maybe from Google, maybe from somewhere, that will speak about something that that the participants will really need as they go on in this their career and maybe being Android developers, right? It might be around CV preparation, it might be around how to maybe write a great LinkedIn, make a great LinkedIn profile. It can be around how to maybe get a job anywhere. It can be around how to best position yourself, maybe in terms of maybe public speaking, communication, and maybe writing. But just like there'll be 30-minute slots that you have to reserve for this to happen. So the hangout on air might be live. So it might be a live hangout that we'll share that day, or we can pre-record and share the video that so we can watch even at your meetup in case maybe we don't have maybe the same time on that day. So that's like the idea for the hangout on air. And lastly, okay, before the lastly, your meetup 5.0, make sure that what you make it the very best. Plan your own hackathon yourself. Like design any hackathon that you want to do on that day that they can run and they can reward them with your prize that you will get. Like plan whatever makes sense for you. And like we said, maximum of 20K budget for refreshment and getting the prizes for them that you add to whatever you are proposing as your meetup 5.0 budget. And lastly, they might ask you what's like the next step after ALC. So we are thinking that after this particular ALC beginner phase, that these guys will want to do what? Even get into the intermediate phase. But you can't just get into the intermediate phase because it's not just as easy as just moving from that point, from just the beginner side to the intermediate track. So we are prepared like recommended courses that we encourage them to take while they wait for the opportunity to get into the intermediate track. So we have a list of courses: the Android basic multi-screen apps, the Android basic data storage course, developing Android apps, how to use GitHub and Git and GitHub, and also the assessment test that we gave the intermediate guys that are in the program right now. So if they're able to go through all these things, wow, that means that they're ready for what? For the next step. But just be rest assured that when we share this email with them, we'll still copy you, or we'll still send them the copy to you so that you'll be aware of what we are letting them know. So that's pretty much what we have in terms of the plan for Meetup 5.0 and what's next after the program. I don't know if I missed something, but I will drop the mic and hand over to Solomon to see if there's any other time maybe I missed or to add something. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aneke. So I think that's about it anyway. I was just going to add a few things about the flexibility we're giving to you to own the last meetup for yourself. So feel free to review the plan something that works for your own region. Let us know what those plans are, and then we'll see how best we can support you. A quick one I was going to reiterate, though there's a question I'm going to talk about in a bit, was on the issue of the next steps. We've got a lot of emails from you guys about questions from participants, asking questions about, okay, what next? I'm done with the program. I've run through the whole thing. What do I do next? Is there any opportunity and all of that? So we'll try to address all this question going forward. But one of the things we'll be doing immediately after this call is to send out some emails, which would include you guys in, which would contain next steps for participants who have completed the program. And so they have an idea of what next after the beginner series. There are several other opportunities that will arise going forward. I want to tell you guys, don't stop what you're doing. We don't want to be too forward in telling you what next, but there are stuffs available for you. We can be very sincere. There are next steps, and we want you to just keep up with what you're doing. Apart from what we've identified at the moment, there are still other opportunities that we don't even know yet that they've been showing that have been saying or perceiving one way or the other. So I want to just encourage you, keep up what you're doing. The name doesn't end there; it keeps speaking. After ALC and in future events or programs to come. And I can also tell you that stakeholders in here and at Andela are also thinking of opportunities that they can use you for or probably call you in to be part of. So I want you to just continue what you're doing. A quick question by Abdurrahman Abdukarim on the Hangout on the live chat was, he said, okay, he said the draw thing might not be okay. It's not so much of what you expect. That might not be a way of rewarding learners to the fullest. Yes, so we came across this, or we also brainstorm on this while we're coming up with all of these ideas. And and that's why we came up with the idea of having you own a competition that is specific to your own region. So if you think an hackathon is the best thing that will reward participants in your region, why not go for it? A very beautiful one that was on my head at the last time was, okay, why not have every particular region ask participants to create something different from the project they've all done. So you could do the same thing in your region. You could just email your participant right now, or tell them on the WhatsApp group you guys have, oh guys, go ahead, create a different project different from what you have. Apart from winning the prize during the last hackathon, we also send to the central team or even showcase it. Already we have people who are tagging us on Twitter and Facebook of products that beginner learners in their different regions created. I know one from Akwa Ibom who created the quiz app and several other things. So I want you guys to just own it for yourself, do the best thing you can do in your region, and see how your region will itself speak and get stakeholders interested in what you're doing. Beyond this, there's so much opportunity. In the email we're sending after now, you will see some extra things we've added. There is the DLC and several other programs that you'll be hearing about. And these are things you can normally benefit from. I know there's generally this thing about some other regions not being represented in the tech scene. And this is an opportunity for you to put your own region on the map. I don't want you to hesitate. So take up the responsibility, push forward for the best 5.0 meetup you can ever have, and let's see if we have the best guys from the region. And one cool stuff, as Anike has said earlier, is we have something special for the facilitators, I think. So I think later on we'll let you guys know going forward. I think Anike has something to say.
So can I quickly add some? Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so just to quickly reiterate the point of the draw not being the best way to reward best learners, right? So like someone said, it's not like the way we are used to reward. We want you to own it yourself. You have been with these guys forever. You know how they are learning in the meetups. You have been with them in their teams on WhatsApp and on Slack. So you know them more than we do, right? So we want you to be the one that will come up with a hackathon or maybe a competition on that day for these guys. So on the way you want to give away your prizes, on the way you want to reward the top guys in your that came for your meetups or your region, like own it for yourself. Like you are the one that will make it happen. And feel very free to let us know maybe the top 3 guys or the top guy or the top 2 people or the top 5 people that did amazingly well in your reports. Like feel free to let us know. I can follow up with them, but I want you to own them. The smart devices is going to be random because just a little way for us to just throw something out there, at least to encourage some lucky winners. But you are the one that will own the prize giveaways. So whatever you want to come up with for the 5.0, and we know that the time is pretty short. It's just next week Saturday, which is 17th. That's why you have to like be fast in our preparations. So own it and be the one that will like do whatever makes sense for your region because you know the more than we do. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Aneke. So that's about it. I think there's a question on the chat panel from Sam Essiden.
Okay.
So the question is, hello?
Yeah, I can answer that, right? Okay.
Okay, cool. So there's a question about you have not said anything about the Easter challenge winners. The participants have been asked. So I don't know if Anike would like to take that up here.
Yeah, Sam, I will answer that. So I've been working closely with Taslin, one of the program assistants, to get the shipping addresses for their team leaders, or let's say their team reps. So we have gotten some of the shipping details, and we'll be sending their prizes to the team leads, and they will be the one to maybe distribute, or maybe they need somewhere in their region to collect it. and where we will have maybe someone, maybe not in that region, maybe in Lagos, and you're in a team that's maybe in Port Harcourt, for example, will specifically reach out to you or know how to manage that person's situation. But the plan, we have collected team reps or team leads, their addresses, and we will ship their swags to just the team lead, and the person will manage how to distribute. But that's already a work in progress. We always said that already. Thank you for already asking. And that should actually go out. In fact, the shipping they start getting the team should start getting the swags for their teams before the end of this week.
Okay, thank you very much, Aneke. For now, there's no other question. If you have any question, please shoot quickly, as the call will end in the next 5 minutes as initially planned. Okay, in the meantime, we have some program assistants on the call. We have Mayowa from the Southwest Region 1. We have Chioma from the Southwest Region 2. We have Chizoba from the South region and Southeast. So I don't know if they would like to maybe say one or two things about their region and what they think going forward. So over to you, program assistant. Yeah,
hi, good evening. Okay, yeah. So it's really fantastic working with most program assistants, most facilitators. And I mean, just like Chimbi has said, this last meetup is something we're really looking forward to whole sense, because it's like the final louding point of all the hard work you all and your fellow learners have put in the last 3 months. Most importantly, thank you guys for all your effort and all your good work. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mayowa. Anyone else?
Hello, guys. Good evening. It's awesome to have all the facilitators in the house. I just want to say a big thank you for your support. Like Chindi said, without you guys, ALC wouldn't have been a reality. Thank you so much. Now, for this last meetup, as usual, we want your support, we want your ideas. For the Lagos facilitators, I'm actually anticipating to hear what you guys come up with, your ideas are welcome. Please feel free to reach out to me and continue being awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, Chioma. Chizoba.
Hello, guys.
Are you there? Hi.
Yes, I am. Okay, so it's nice you guys could come up with a hangout to all facilitators and organizers. It's been really nice working with you guys. I know with everybody having, but it's a really nice thing that you could sacrifice to improve people willing to learn in your country. So thumbs up to you guys. Keep up the good work, and I hope to see you guys one day, yeah. And for any other information, you can actually reach out to me or reach out to any of the program assistants. Good job.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much, Chizoba. Okay, so I think we have a quick question from somebody, and I'm really trying to get this fast. So
I see.
Yeah, if I need to talk on the fate of the guys who took the challenge to be part of the program officially. Okay, now I get the question. So Abdi Karim asked the question on the live chat panel about participants who had been in the program but who had not been officially onboarded. So maybe you had learners in your region who were interested in what we were doing, and then they were not initially accepted into the ALC program, but had been learning, or they were on the waiting list. They were not accepted initially, but they applied but didn't get them one way or the other. Some weeks ago, we shared a link with all of the guys we have on our mailing list, and we try sharing with facilitators also, so as to share with people in their region. But if you don't have that yet, after this call, we'll find a way to send the link to you. So all we are doing is we are replacing all the inactive beginners with this new set of guys. We have a major to do for them to do. We have something for them to do. I think there is a document where they need to probably finish the first course on the first free course, and if they're able to complete that in time, they might be enrolled if the team feels they are qualified enough. After this call, we'll try to follow up with you, but just to reiterate, we've done this before. For those who missed the program initially, we had contacted them some weeks ago, and we've onboarded some of them to replace the inactive beginners. Yeah, I don't know if Aniki has something to say about that question.
Yeah, so I think that's just it. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing like the last round of enrollment this week. So maybe someone will share the form. That I remember, don't share only with the active people that you know in your that come from meetups, not just anybody. So the last round of onboarding will happen this week before Friday. In fact, after Friday, Udacity will close the T&C form. That's a condition form. So the last batch of enrollment for guys that we kind of sent out something to do, and they were able to maybe complete that particular task. The last batch of enrollment will happen this week. And after this Friday, it will close. At least maybe they wait till maybe the next phase of the program and all that. So that's last batch of Friday. So expect the link from Solomon after this call, and then we'll close it officially by Friday.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much, Aneke. I think there's no more question, and we are 1 minute behind the official end time. So I think it's fine if we go off right now. So thank you very much, guys, for joining this call. We are sorry about the initial technical difficulties we had at the initial part of the call. Internet is a bit bad around here. We'll try to send a recap of the entire meeting after now. Thank you very much for being awesome in your region. I'll just push back to Aneke for a final thank you message, and then we'll be done with this call. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thanks everyone too for joining. So I think the final thing I will say, I think the final thing is your 4.0. Please send in your reports. Getting approval for your 5.0 will depend if you have submitted your post-event reports or your reports for the 4.0. So make sure you submit your reports to get approval for 5.0. And we really love you to send in your proposals for 5.0 before the end of this week. And we know it's a short time, and the 5.0 is next week Saturday, that's 17th. But we trust that we can sacrifice this last time to make it awesome. And really plead that you send in your proposals on time, so we can quickly approve, so that you get the necessary things that you need on that day, even on time, so you can plan well, plan really well. And also we'll be sending later on a form for you to fill as a facilitator, as an organizer, for us to understand how we can support, how we can best how can improve the program in the future by learning, by you putting your learnings, managing your region, what's unique in your region, what are the issues that you notice, what can be improved, and also we'll be collecting your shipping details, so we can send some. We have a little way to thank you for the awesome work that you've been doing, and we have some custom swags that we especially made for you as a facilitator that we want to send to you. So feel free to add the right shipping details in the form too. And lastly, I would say beyond the swag, beyond whatever you are going to get, just know that people are watching. Andela is watching what you are doing. People from the Google side, they are watching what you are doing. And it's very, 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 in fact, it's possible that if this program, if it goes beyond just Nigeria or goes beyond just this particular phase that we're doing, it's very possible that you might be the one that might manage the program tomorrow. It's very possible that you might be the one that might lead your region tomorrow. It's very possible that you might get an opportunity to join even maybe Andela, any company, maybe as a software engineer, because you're facilitating and doing awesome stuff. So those are people who are watching, and they're like, we have like limitless opportunities for you. In fact, just know that all these are possible. So just keep doing your very best, and don't see just the swag as maybe as a way that we appreciate you. Fine, we can't even appreciate you enough for what you are doing. So just know that the swag is not enough, and then whatever we're going to do after now is not enough. And we even add this. I think we almost forgot. We're also like planning to maybe give like maybe a certificate of volunteering at the end of the program. So we're planning on that too for you, for the awesome thing you have done. So it's beyond just the swag, it's beyond the certificate, but know that there's the opportunity available for you. They're like limitless. That's really my last word. Thank you once more for the awesome time, and let's give it our very best shot for 5.2. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Aneke. So just a quick one. We didn't mention this earlier. It was more on participant side. So for the completion, we are trying to push for the last meetup you'll be having. You can also inform a participant that they will all be getting certificate of completion, certificates at the end of the program, which will be prepared by Andela. So it's a big one for us, and it's a big one for them likewise. So I think we should all be excited at this. Thank you once again for joining the call, and also to the program assistants. Thank you for making out your time. Thank you, Chindi, and thank you everyone for joining. Please have a wonderful week ahead. Goodbye for now.